Charlie's neck indeed did stop the bullet, without question, okay? And this is going to dispel a lot of theories that are out there, and I'm telling you this 100%. Charlie Kirk was shot from the front, and the bullet did not exit. You're not going to tell me that I have to feel too bad to investigate who shot my friend in front of my face. So stop the nonsense. This is what Charlie's pastor passed around to all of the people that were intimidating Charlie. Mere minutes after Charlie Kirk is shot, there are two men that look rather mysterious. They appear, they move his chair, and they take down the camera that's directly or was directly behind his head. Why did they do that? You can see, slowed down here, he pulls out the chair, he stands on it, and yes, that would be a big no-no.
Things are getting really messy between Candance Owens and Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica, after someone allegedly leaked some information to Erica about Charlie and Candace having more than a friendship. A lot of people were already wondering this because Candace has been crashing out and quite literally risking her life to expose the culprits behind Charlie's death more than Erica. Mind you, Candace is supposed to be just a friend of Charlie's, so why is she going harder for him than his own wife? In fact, it's even now being speculated that Candace and Charlie's affair was the reason Erica forbade her from attending Charlie's funeral. Tyler Robinson has been identified as Charlie's shooter. However, people had their doubts right from the start about if he was really the shooter, and that includes Candace. Right from the moment Tyler was accused, Candace wasn't buying it and jumped on her show to boldly accuse billionaire Bill Ackman of being behind his death. She said Charlie got on the bad side of a lot of his sponsors, including Bill, when he changed his stance on Israel.
A couple of weeks ago, before Charlie lost his life, Charlie was in the Hamptons. He had essentially what was staged, an intervention was staged by Bill Ackman, because Charlie's rational thoughts about Israel were a no-no. This is not the route that you should be going on. And Charlie was surrounded by his friends, his quote-unquote friends. Bill Ackman was very upset, and threats were made. He was asked to dispute this narrative. Max Blumenthal went out to him today, and Bill Ackman came back and said, I have receipts I can show you, and he did not provide the receipts. It was at this time that Bibi Netanyahu was called, and Charlie was invited to Israel. This was an under duress situation, I would say. And I know that Charlie was offered a ton of money in this moment. Turning Point, I guess, if it needed to go to a higher level, would have gone to an even higher level than it already was at. And I know for a fact that Charlie denied that funding. Are all of us, collectively, the globe, we're tired of you guys, okay? It's always about money, threats, all of this stuff. It's ridiculous. Do what we say or we'll ruin your life. We're going to call up all our friends and we'll just start writing hit pieces about you and we'll destroy you. Do what we say or we'll have you canceled. We'll have your sponsorships dropped. Do what we say or we'll make sure that you're fired. We'll put pressure so that you can't earn an income. If you're still not going to listen to us and you survive that, we're going to sue you for everything you have. You guys suck, okay? We don't care about your money. We are tired of it. This reveals who you are, not who I am. The truth should be enough. I've offered him my platform. If there is more you'd like to say, Bill, why is everything about money to you? Why do you think having money makes you a decent human being? Why are you so soulless? What is wrong with you? Do you understand that spiritually something is wrong with you? If your instinct, just so you guys know, regular people don't behave like that. I want you to know, because I don't think you recognize your own flaws. When regular people have like a little tiff, they just have a conversation, okay? So like if I have a disagreement and I say it's not what I did, I don't say I'm gonna destroy your life, okay? I'm gonna make you lose your job and I'm gonna sue you, okay? That's a demonic force that lives in you. But you have to know, your money instinct is not right. It's crazy. And everyone's paying attention to it. Answer the questions and I will publish the truth.
Oh, but it gets worse from here. Aside from the inconsistencies in Charlie's death, people also accused his wife, Erica, of being in on the whole thing. Candace has been doing way more to get Charlie justice than Erica. People believe this could mean two things. Either Erica allegedly got paid off to give up Charlie, or Candace and Charlie's relationship went way beyond just friendship. The speculation got fueled when Erica removed Candace from the guest list for Charlie's memorial, even though she was initially confirmed to be in attendance. And while we are on the topic of Charlie's memorial, people couldn't help but point out just how disingenuous Erica's whole demeanor was during the entire thing. They called her out for seemingly faking her tears and seductively hugging Donald Trump.
My husband, Charlie, he wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. That young man, on the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Anyway, Candace didn't let her lack of invite stop her from still running her mouth about what she suspects actually happened to Charlie.
Proof of this is she's not speaking at Charlie's honoring Charlie event in Arizona, and then they ask me these questions. They're like, when's the last time you spoke to Erica? Have you attended a Charlie Kirk, what is it? Can you pull up the weird thing? Because they're all running with these talking points. This is what we got from the Daily Mail. Is she planning to attend his memorial service in Arizona? Was she asked to speak, or did she ask to be a part of the program? Why would I ask to be a part? Like this is obviously Erica is in like full control. I would hope she's in full control, but I don't know because I'm hearing some stories about donors that are pushing things. Erica Kirk, man, she really is just the moment. The speech that she gave, everybody was just wowed by her. I felt my energy personally, like last night going into that, I was effectively like soaring in the air above the convention center, like a dragon above, waiting for Erica to just be like, fire. And I was just gonna come down and swoop in out of nowhere. All the politicians, all the fake people, everyone was just gonna be, in that moment, toast.
Candace didn't stop there. Oh no. She took to her Instagram a few days ago to expose the FBI of cooking up a false story of what really happened to hide the truth. She claims she has proof that Tyler was not the shooter, and that those blurry images that the FBI released of him leaving the rooftop were fake. She also said the story about Tyler's mom and dad confirming he was the one in the surveillance and reporting him to the police was allegedly made up by the FBI. According to Candance, Tyler has maintained his innocence since the day he was arrested, and even told the police that he had never been to the UVU campus before. His family also claims they don't know how the media came up with his mom and dad recognized him and reported him story, because it definitely didn't come from them. I want to break this news immediately because it feels important, and I think if I don't break it immediately, something bad might happen. I hope I have earned the trust of enough people to believe me when I say that I have verified this information, but cannot reveal the source. Tyler Robinson is not suicidal. The entire narrative that was placed in the media about him having been suicidal is completely fictional, as are many other aspects of what we have been told. His father having turned him in after a confession is also complete fiction. To the contrary, Tyler Robinson maintains his innocence and has never even been to the UVU campus. There are absolutely zero photos or videos that the campus can produce to the contrary, which is why they have produced nothing other than a blurry image which Tyler's family knows is not him. Tyler has never once expressed a idle thought. I want to make that clear. The federal government is lying about absolutely everything, other than the fact that it is his gun. Not that we needed further substantiation, but Tyler Robinson did not author those Discord messages. I would like to again stress that he has never been to UVU campus, and I need to confirm this later. I believe he was around the campus on that day. I will have more on this later, but I wanted to immediately publish that the Tyler Robinson suicide narrative, plus the dad that did the right thing after realizing his son was guilty, is a federal concoction. Candace also went off on Charlie's shady pastor after he accused her of using his death to spread conspiracy theories instead of giving his family the space to grieve. Candace responded to this, accusing him of being paid off by Charlie's alleged Unilivers. She said if he was really a good friend to Charlie like she was, he wouldn't tell him to stay quiet when there is obviously more to the story than the FBI is saying.
I'm not going to let it go, okay? You're not going to emotionally use some jujitsu, and I'm referring here to Roy or Rob McCoy, who says, I'm Charlie's pastor, and here's the truth, or whatever it is, to look the other way right now, okay? You're not going to tell me that I have to feel too bad to investigate who shot my friend in front of my face. So stop the nonsense. This is what Charlie's pastor passed around to all of the people that were intimidating Charlie leading up to his death. It's funny that Charlie's pastor couldn't find his voice when Bibi Netanyahu was lying about Charlie. Here's pastor, you know what he's saying are lies. No, he didn't find his voice saying anything about Bibi Netanyahu. Candace investigating things? Yeah, that's gotta stop. Here's what he wrote, okay? What's his name? Rob McCoy. He wrote, Charlie Kirk was my friend and I was his pastor. I want to simply say this regarding Candace Owens. Charlie Kirk was a friend to Candace and never publicly spoke poorly of her, though he disagreed with her. He never operated nor entertained gossip or innuendo concerning Candace. My only comment I offer regarding Candace is this. I only wish at this tragic time of mourning, she would be the friend to Charlie Kirk that he was to her. He would never have treated Candace or her family in such a way had, God forbid, this tragedy been hers. A friend loves at all times, and he drops a biblical proverb. Now, let me say this, okay? I hope that Charlie would have been the sort of friend that I'm being, okay? He would have never, why wouldn't Charlie Kirk have investigated if I had been killed and we were being so obviously lied to? I think you're wrong. I think Charlie was a real friend and he would not have dropped it. He would not have let it go, least of all because he was being emotionally manipulated by a guy who curiously kept his mouth shut when Bibi lied. You knew, if you were really his close friend and pastor, how he was feeling about Bibi Netanyahu. You knew, if you were his close friend and pastor, exactly the names of everybody who was intimidating him and how poorly they are misrepresenting the things that he believed. So why don't you focus on being more honest as a pastor and giving as much information as you can possibly provide so that we can continue this investigation? If you can't do this, I'm going to have to ask for your silence, okay? Be quiet.
The accusations Candace was making got so bad that Israel's Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu stepped in to address her, claiming that the allegations she made about Israel having a hand in Charlie's murder was false. People were already fearing for Candace's life since she started talking, but now they were even more scared for her because she was now getting the attention of the higher-ups. And if they were really able to take out Charlie, they can take her out too if she doesn't stop talking.
I don't know who specifically came out and said that Bibi Charlie Kirk, but now that he's for the second time denying that he is, people are going, what's actually going on here?
Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, said that the bigger the lie, the faster it will spread. Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder. This is insane. It is false. It is outrageous. Charlie Kirk was a giant, a once-in-a-century talent who defended freedom, defended America, defended our common Judeo-Christian civilization. Charlie loved Israel. He loved the Jewish people. He told me so in a letter that he sent me just a few months ago. One of my greatest joys as a Christian, he said.
Am I lying? Can anybody actually work and assert that I am lying? You can say my name. Candace Owens lied. Charlie said, I'd love to go to Israel. Charlie said, I'd love to have you on my radio show.
Now, when it comes to the rumors about Candace having an affair with Charlie, people started bringing it up when Candace began going harder for Charlie more than Erica. People feel like she and Charlie's relationship goes way deeper than friendship. Not only that, they are also alleging that Erica may have something going on with Trump. It also doesn't help that since Charlie's passing, Erica has been on multiple interviews looking happy as ever and talking about everything else but the possibility of her deceased husband being allegedly murdered by billionaires. One person said, "I think Erica publicly forgiving the alleged killer was done on purpose to motivate the masses into doing the same, to not seek answers or justice, just to say, oh, she forgave him, so let's leave it alone." Another person said, "Why isn't Erica fighting as ferociously as Candace, or at least trying to keep pace?" Now, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Erica allegedly having an affair with Trump? And do you believe Candace is only going this hard because she and Charlie were secretly lovers? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.